I used to hate models and confident women. That was very hard to say, but I say that. I don't think it's actually very socially acceptable things that I'm going to talk about, but we as a society still cannot accept ourselves as human beings. For some reasons, we think that we are machines that can work all the time, be very productive, sleep the same amount of hours every day, and being in a good mood every day, loving our parents and not making mistakes. I was born with the gift of honesty. This is the curse and blessing. I'm going to talk about that because I'm not ashamed of that. When I was born, as a normal kid, I've never had any thoughts like that. But when I got 12, I got acne. This is just something that my family gave me. It's better to get some wealth, but whatever. I experienced bullying. I had one classmate and he was talking shit about me in front of me to other people, not even looking at me. That was so painful. So I was coming back every day from school crying because I felt as ugliest, loneliest, the most miserable girl in the world. Nobody was ever there to protect me and to support me. I think that I'm still trying to understand the reasons why I was bullied. Some people say that this is because of our childhood, our victim mindset, patterns that our parents have. My family was saying to me, you just should make some jokes, don't take it personally, don't think about that. And I could not stand that, I could not understand that, because I was like, I feel so much pain. How is that even possible to act like you don't feel anything? Only way to protect myself, it was to act mean. And there were some moments when I was saying very rude words to my classmates because that was the only way to cope for me. It was happening for 4 years of my life until I got into college. Thanks mom that sent me to the college. She didn't want me to finish school. At the age of 13, I decided to never look in the mirrors when I'm outside of my house. It helped for sure to get through that in the moment, but it turned out that it affected my perception of myself because I was surrounded by an environment who was showing me that I could not be in a spotlight, I could not be authentic, I could not be myself, because every time in any interactions, people are looking at you, and I felt like I was making people feel uncomfortable when they were looking at my acne. Also, I had very bad experiences with people saying to me that I am not interesting and everything I'm saying is boring, and it hit even more. It ended up when I was 23. I was looking at myself on the picture on back camera of my iPhone, and I had a 2 hours cry because of the way how I looked like. Could not see myself the way I look in the mirror. Every time when I was looking in the mirror, I was like, oh wow, this is how I look like, I forgot. In any interaction with a girl, I was looking at her and I was thinking that I look the same. I have the same face, there is no differences, there is no uniqueness. nothing. I just look the same way as she's looking. I needed to look at my camera roll to understand that I don't look like her. I had also bad experiences with women in my life, unfortunately, too. I did not feel enough support as a woman because I think in Russian culture, we don't have this idea of acceptance of being a woman because we went through so many wars and so many tough situations. We, like, as a nation, I think we did not have enough time to understand what's going on because we just needed to survive. Males were at the war, so women needed to be strong, needed to take care of kids, and I don't think that they did have time to appreciate the fact of being a woman. Every time you need to be better. You cannot be enough right now. You need to work better, you need to look better, you need to wear better clothes, you need to take care of your skin, you cannot be with dirty hair, and you always need to work. You cannot be yourself, you cannot be human, you cannot be woman. You just need to be a machine to survive. It was the second factor. At the age of 21, I got into fashion industry as a makeup artist. People were asking me on the set when I was arriving, they were like, "Are you a model?" And I was like, no, I'm not enough. This is what I was thinking. I used to be very jealous about these jobs. I was like, what is this job? They're just being beautiful and everyone takes care of them and everyone is very kind to them just because of their appearance, and people want to date them, and they are getting attention that they did not deserve because they are just having nice appearance and they're just doing what people on the set tell them to do, and this is just boring, this is not for me, and I cannot just be beautiful and be happy in this life. And I was defending this idea, even though I never talked about that to anybody because I was ashamed of this. But at the same time, deep inside of me, I felt this jealousy. And right now I realized that I had my girl that I was, and I was criticized and I was shown that I was not enough. And my confidence, I experienced some confidence in the kindergarten, and then the world was like, okay, that's enough. This hate and this even avoiding, because I could get into that, to be honest. But I was so scared. I was so scared to be in front of the camera. I was scared to hear those voices. You are not enough. Women will push you down. You are not doing great. The way you were born, actually. The main idea that was stopping me from that, and the main idea that I got from the experience I had, was you were born wrong. You cannot be beautiful the way you are, and you cannot do anything about that because this is just how you were born. I moved out. I got so much healing about that. I was facing that, and I realized that this misogyny, my hate to my appearance, my hate to women, that was actually projecting my hate to myself as a woman. It was just because of the fear of rejection. When I discovered that, I had a photo shooting and I felt so loved. I felt so much seen. I felt that I was in a right spot. Everyone was so kind to me. They healed the woman inside of me. Everything I'm doing right now is showing myself too, without accepting your appearance, seeing you, not from your warped image that you got from your past experiences, but seeing yourself through people who love you, who appreciate your beauty, who don't want to push you down, because there are way more people who want to support you than to push you down. There are way more people. You just need to believe that you deserve that. It turned out that your hate towards somebody can be your golden shadow that you just cannot allow yourself to feel, to even think about the possibility of that, to feel loved because of your appearance too. And you can exist in this world and people will be happy to look at you because of your beauty, and you can talk and they will look at you and they will listen to you, and you don't have to separate your appearance from your personality. Yeah, that was a journey. I really hope that it can help some people to accept their uncomfortable emotions, their guilt, shame, hate, jealousy, because we are humans and this is normal, and we need to look at that and to understand, why do I feel that? What do I protect from that? Because I was obviously protecting myself from showing myself through this hate, because every time when I was showing myself, there was pain, huge pain I could not handle. And my subconscious was like, okay, Liz, I don't want you to suffer. We will just hate that so you will be safe. But it was working before, but it's not working right now. It don't have to work right now, because you changed yourself and you are more strong and you can handle that. You can handle attention, people who will be mesmerized by your beauty and by your personality, and you don't have to have this shield to defend your pain. Nobody will ever hurt you once you realized your pain. You won't let people do that again in your life, because you know how it was painful, but you don't have to hide yourself because of the pain, because you are strong enough to show yourself. You can do that, and the world is waiting for you right now, and it's safe to show yourself.